Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the very first edition of the Bouncy House. Bouncy House is self-explanatory. It's where we bounce around and we talk some women's college basketball. It's RC, guys. BKA, aka Ride, the Aces and Hawkeyes guy. So, where do we start? We're gonna start with the team that didn't even play today. We're gonna start with Iowa. And why are we gonna start with Iowa? Well, North Carolina State lost. They lost at the very end to Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech knocked North Carolina State out the unbeaten, and thus this should probably open the door for Iowa to move into the number 3 spot. Of course, there's no given, there's no guarantee. It could easily be Colorado. It could easily be Baylor. It could easily be LSU. There's no definitive way of knowing at this time whether or not that's going to happen. But I think Iowa makes a case to be that number 3 team as much as anyone. And we're going to see what's going to happen. But I don't think that North Carolina State is going to be number 3. I just can't see it. When USC lost to UCLA, they dropped down in the rankings. So perhaps, North Carolina State takes a little hit. They shouldn't take a major hit. I don't think USC should have took a major hit either. But who knows? I don't make the polls. But, yeah, that's just the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say is South Carolina, guys, I don't know what it is. The same way that Caitlin Clark, I literally almost said Carolyn. Come on now. Let's not do that. But we don't want to do that. But the thing is, Caitlin Clark, the same way she's a literal cheat code as it pertains to, just being out of this world on the basketball court, being like an alien on the floor. Is South Carolina just that in the team form? Just the way that they just have total team chemistry, shed a rock, multiple options, similar to my UCLA Bruins, my number 2 squad, and literally the number 2 team in the country. I think they'll be staying right there in number 2 in South Carolina. Do they just have the cheat code? I mean, they don't seem like they can be beaten. It don't seem like you can take them out. It seems like teams can hang with them. Teams can definitely hang with them. At least a half. Certain teams can hang with them almost a whole game. But, they just know how to win when it's win time. I think a lot of that is attributed to the coach, Dawn Staley, just how great she is, just how every year the parts are just interchangeable on this team. They get the players, they go out there, they get it done, and make no mistake about it. Cannot even sit here and say otherwise. They look like the best team because they probably are the best team in the country, and the probably is only inserted because, as a Hawkeyes fan, I don't really like South Carolina that much or Don Staley that much, but I will give them their props and their just due because you learn as you cover teams. The same way, I'm a big Haley Van Lith fan. Haven't been having her greatest year, but hopefully she can get it going. She's been battling some injuries, but I say that to say that. I say Haley Van Lith and LSU to say that you got to respect these players, these teams, even if you're not a fan of the team, because obviously, LSU took out my Hawkeyes, and we all know that. That's all water under the bridge. But in any case, you tip your hat, and you just let, it be known that these players are great, whether you are for them or for their team, the programs they're on or not. And so, I just want to shout out and say that South Carolina, great team. You can hate them all you want. I can dislike them all I want, but I know that they have the talent. I know that they have the chemistry. I know that they have the coach for this. I know that they are built for the duration. And I know that each year this team is just super and ultra competitive. And they're always going to be a hard out, especially as long as they coach by Don Staley. Next, guys, I want to talk about the continued success, which I just previously did, but I'm going to do it again briefly. UCLA. The way that Lauren, but the way that it's just to me, the way it seems to me is from when I've watched UCLA, or from when I've seen highlights, or really can't judge off highlights too much. I mean, you can get a feel, but from the games I've seen, from the play-by-play I've checked out, and just from the games, of course, that I just said that I watched, which hasn't been too many, but this UCLA team, it just seemed like they just built to just win however it takes, willing to let anybody be the star. And you cannot go wrong, because I think it's similar to the South Carolina way, a South Carolina pedigree, because they don't care. They don't care who gets it done. They don't give a damn, excuse my French, damn isn't a cuss word anyway, but hey, look, they don't care. South Carolina and UCLA, they don't care how they get it done. And I think that bodes so well for them. Camila Cardoso from South Carolina, Lauren Betts. The thing is, Lauren Betts can score better than Camila Cardoso. That's something we're really going to have to discuss at some point, especially if these teams continue to be unbeaten as they are. But yeah, UCLA just continues to look great. They continue to go out there and rack up these victories. Remain undefeated. Well, a lot of teams are getting that first sale. We're looking pretty sweet right now. We're looking like a lock for the #1 seed, as long as we just continue to just ball out like we are. I love the fact that Kiki Rice is willing to just do whatever is necessary to help us win, whether that's board, rebound, score, penetrate. She's playing defense. She's willing to do whatever it takes, and so that says a lot for a player. As much as you can see like a superstar like Caitlin and Juju just light it up, you love a player that's going to play all around for you, because a player that's willing to do everything for your team just exemplifies the fact that they got so much leadership capabilities and abilities, and I know that scouts are looking for that too. They're not just looking for bucket getters. They're looking for somebody who can check all boxes, and Kiki Rice does that. So, guys, pretty much this is going to wrap the first edition of the Bouncy House, where we jump around and talk about multiple things. In the future, I think we will put more on the table, but I do think that it was good to get this first edition out the way, try to continue to bring you guys some fire content, mix it up, and just keep it coming. You guys know I appreciate y'all for rocking with RC. I always do. Whether I always said this before I go, I said whether I got 10 subscribers, 180, 200, it don't matter. What matters? It matters that somebody is down to rock with the content, that loves women's basketball, and that's what's important. I want people that love women's basketball and just love basketball in general. So, hey, I appreciate y'all. I really do. And with that being said, I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. I'm out.